Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you'll like this video and subscribe down below. Turn on the bell notification to all so that you get notified every time I upload a video. So here is my disgustingly messy pantry that has been driving me crazy. I could not find anything, and then when we were trying to find something a week or two ago, my husband literally tore the pantry apart and then put it back just in all kinds of funky ways. So I have not been able to find anything. And so the mess and the clutter was driving me crazy. So I decided to try and at least declutter it a little bit, try and reorganize it. I wanted to try some new products in the pantry to see how they work. So here you see that I'm just cleaning off the top shelf. That's where I keep a lot of our dried goods, our sugars, flours, rice, beans, that kind of thing. I apologize in advance for the camera angles. This pantry is like right off of my garage door entrance. So there's not a lot of space right there. And my tripod for my phone doesn't angle well. And so I did my best to try and do it in segments for you. And then I also put my iPad on a chair to catch a separate angle. So you're going to kind of see a couple different angles of me trying to make the visuals better for you. I still have some work to do, so I sincerely apologize, but I really was trying to give you the best angles possible. So I'm still clearing off that top shelf. That second shelf right there with the baskets, that's my profile food. I normally only have 2 baskets of food, but I ended up with a little bit of a backstock because when I went to California, I didn't eat through as much as I had expected to, and I kind of had a harder time getting back on track for a little bit. So I have a little bit of extra food, which is fine, but the camera actually fell on me about this point. I cut it out because I didn't think you needed to see the back of my neck for a few minutes, but my husband had to come over and save me. So here I am, I'm pulling out the last bit of things off of this second shelf. Here, this kills me, y'all. Like, I'm trying these baskets. The pantry is not deep enough, so I can't get baskets all the way across in some of the areas. And then they get piled, like my spices. Look at those spices. That's insane. It's ridiculous. So I bought a spice rack organizer, like a spice holder. I have not tried it yet in the pantry, but I do have it. It just came yesterday. So I might try and film that and see how that goes so that you can see what it looks like. But the spices are out of control. So I'm trying to like pull everything out so that we can start with a clean space and kind of figure it out from there. It was thankfully it didn't take me too long because everything was already in baskets. So it was kind of trying to reorganize. I did end up losing basket space because I did do some Lazy Susans in the corner that you'll see here in a little bit. But the Lazy Susans I think will help losing things in the back corners because I always lose things back there. And so I think that will really help with those. But yeah, the baskets were just a mess. I really wanted to do like a dinner sides basket and like a dinner basket. I kind of ended up doing as best I could given the space that I had. So yeah, I really wish I had a bigger pantry because this is just a pain. Our last pantry was really deep, so although we didn't have as many shelves, it was really deep, which was nice. But on the other side of this wall is our half bathroom, so we can't really do anything with it. We did add more shelves, but that's about all we've been able to do. I think it had 2 shelves when we bought this house, so we added 3 more shelves, so now we have 5, which does help tremendously, but it still sometimes doesn't seem like enough room. And we have started moving like dried goods out to the garage, but there's some stuff I can't put out there. I don't want open things out there. And obviously things that can melt, I can't put out there. It's too hot. So I'm just finishing clearing off the shelf. I also wanted to make a snack basket for my toddler. He's recently learned how to open doors, and I wanted to be able to put some stuff at eye level for him that's okay for him to get into. Things that are specific to him that we don't typically eat, but they're things that I keep on hand for him. That way, if he does want a snack, he can just go into the pantry and grab one and then come to me and I can help him open it. Because we don't mind him snacking. Sometimes he prefers to snack versus having a meal, but he's a fairly good eater, so I don't worry too much about it. His school laughs about how much he eats and how many snacks he has, because he has breakfast in the morning, then he has lunch, and he usually eats most of breakfast, if not all of it. Sometimes if it's like oatmeal, he won't eat it. He eats all of lunch, sometimes has seconds, or at least they haven't told me if he does not have seconds anymore. Then he has PM snack, then evening snack, because I pick him up after 5, and he'll usually have like 2 servings of snack at the afternoon and the evening snack. If I get him before that second serving in the evening snack, I almost always have a snack for him in the car because he likes his snack on the way home. And then we have dinner 30 minutes later. So I've decreased the size of his evening car ride snack because he was eating all this food. And it's hard because he doesn't have the patience or like understand that I need him to wait. And so he just wants his snack right then. And like, I understand, I get hangry too, but I'm trying to feed him dinner. I don't want him eating all of these snacks. So now we're at the very bottom of the pantry. I'm trying to pull all this stuff out. It also kind of becomes just a bottomless pit. Things that we can't fit on the shelves, dog food containers, dog food, feeding contraptions, you know what I mean. Snuffle mats for the dogs for enrichment, bars, and, all kinds of stuff. It becomes a spot. There's vinegar. I have 2 things of open vinegar down there. Why? So, yeah, that's a whole thing. So I'm pulling all this stuff out, just trying to get it out of the way so we can clean up. Sometimes if I notice, this sounds gross, but sometimes if I notice like that we get silverfish, I'll see them sometimes in there. I'll pull everything out and I have our exterminator go in there and spray. June is inspecting my work. Now I'm trying to vacuum up the floor before I clean it because it, needs a good vacuum. But I haven't seen any since the last time I had him treat it. But then I just have him spray in there and I let it dry and then I put our food back. But it's really helped having him spray in there for us as needed. I've only had to have him do it once so far. So hopefully that will continue to help. But we also have tubes in our wall that he puts stuff into. So that helps too, because it kind of creates a barrier around the house. But yeah, so I'm just trying to clean everything up. I apologize if you hear the blinds in the background right now. The cat is loving up on the blinds like nobody's business. So I don't know why she's trying to get my attention, I think is what she's doing. So here's the empty pantry. There's my mess. Oh, what a mess. So that's a lot of stuff to fit in that little pantry. I'm pretty impressed I can get all that in there. There's June. You'll see the cats. The cats were very interested in what I was doing. This is another angle of me just kind of taking everything out. I was trying to do it like a side-by-side, but it wouldn't let me move the video clips in the editing software, so I apologize. I don't know why. So I tried to make them as short as possible, but this way you could see, a different angle. Do you guys have any fun plans for the weekend? I know it's a few days away, at least for today. Today's Tuesday, I think. Yeah, Tuesday the 26th. I'm hoping to get this put up in the next couple of days for you guys. But I don't know that we have anything planned. I think we're supposed to go to dinner and swimming at my in-laws on Saturday, depending on how everybody feels. So hopefully that will go as planned, because Hunter did learn how to say pool, and he really wants to go to the pool. This is me. So I'm taking out all of our saran wrap and plastic. I have a lot of it in bamboo containers, but that's stuff that either doesn't fit or is kind of like extra. So I kind of have that. Now I'm just kind of moving cameras around and trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do next. So I was lowering the camera down so you could see my next angle. This is me pulling out lunch bags and dog food, like I said. We just have so much. I just can't get over how much stuff we have. I accidentally hit the camera. That's why I made that face at you. I'm sorry. Hope it didn't hurt too bad. That bag of rice, I told my husband we need to start eating through that rice, but we need to eat through some of the other stuff and then maybe put that one in some containers, because I'm afraid to open that big bag and then not eat it fast enough and it get infested with weevils or something. So I'm trying to be mindful about, that. So I got to figure out some storage for that. But I'm just, like I said, getting everything out of that bottom. And you'll see me vacuum again here in a second. Like I said, it's a different angle. But I do clean everything out because I want it to all be clean and organized. I'm wiping down, or maybe I took out the vacuuming portion. I'm wiping down all the shelves and the wall behind the shelves. Sorry, I'm trying to knock the cat down because she's climbing my blinds in my office. But I'm trying to wipe down the wall and the back and on the sides and the metal shelving. That way everything's clean. It actually wasn't too bad in there. Thank goodness. I was a little afraid it might be a little messy, but it wasn't too bad at all. But I still wanted to make sure I wiped everything down. Are your kids going back to school if you have kids soon? I think we're supposed to start in the next month or so. I'm not sure. Our son is in early preschool, so we don't currently yet have to keep up with school start dates, but I know it's coming up soon because I keep seeing moms post about it in the neighborhood, and all the back to school sales and stuff are happening right now. But yeah, sorry, kicking the cat down again. They have decided they like my office window. There's 2 oak trees in the front yard, and I put a bird feeder out there. Silly me. And there's a squirrel that comes to eat the bird seed, and also the birds. And they climb my blinds. Even if I open the blinds, then they're climbing the window. Like, the last 2 weeks has been, maybe even 3, has just been a fight with them all day long to not climb my blinds and not climb my windows. It's just cats, they do what they want. So, yeah, I'm just wiping down the floor with that spray. I'm trying to use up that spray. It's almost empty. I actually have some new spray in my grocery cart to order my groceries this week. So that'll be good. So I put the dog food in there. You see later, I ended up taking the dog food out. We just didn't have the space for it because I lost all the basket space with the Lazy Susans. So we ended up putting the dog food right outside in the garage. I would like to bring it back in, but for right now, we're just going to do it this way. I'm combining the 2 vinegars because, again, why do we need 2 open vinegars in the pantry? We don't. So I'm just combining them to make some space because I just don't need all that. That's just too much. So, and that's the bigger container, so it actually is nicer because now it's in a smaller container. It takes up less space. But I'm throwing that in there. I do use it to clean, which is nice. It's a natural cleaner, and I use it in our laundry too, so I have it a bunch upstairs. Those are the snuffle mats for the dogs. Some red Solo cups we have left over, I think, from Hunter's birthday. I'm just trying to go take that rid of the trash, get it out of the way, and figure out where to start because it's just... So that's the little basket that I made for him with some different snacks, pouches, raisins, the fruit leathers, that kind of thing, bars to see if it's something he would eat. I'm putting all the dry goods back up in the top so I can get those out of the way because those take up a lot of space. And that way I could also see if I can combine some things. Like, I didn't realize we had so many dried pinto beans. I don't usually make pinto beans. My husband does in his stews and stuff. So apparently I bought some thinking he was going to make stews for himself, and then he never did. And so then I had all of these pinto beans. So I did get those into 2 containers. So at least they're stored in there, and he's going to need to work through those this fall when he makes his stews because I need him to eat some of those dried beans. But this is me just getting everything kind of put back up there and reorganized. Again, I'm so sorry about the camera angles. I will get better at it. I need to figure out just a better method overall. Excuse me. It's just hard to film when the tripod just doesn't rotate enough. So I need to look at that. And then my phone's running out of storage, so I can't always film on my phone. So then it's like trying to manipulate the iPad in directions for you guys to see, or using the laptop camera, because when I went to buy a camera at Target, they were sold out. And every time I tried to get it, because it would pop up, it's in stock, and I'd add it to my cart, but it would be out of stock again. So I promise I will get better at that for you, because I'm sure you don't want to sit here and look at my legs the whole time. So, but yeah, I'm just putting everything back in the top of the pantry, grabbing everything that I need. I'm just glad that I had enough energy this day to get some things done. At least, like, this was a big project for me that I've been putting off, but it needed done so bad. So I'm glad that I felt well enough to make the effort during nap time and just get it done, because it was long overdue. And it looks great. I mean, you'll see the after pictures. It looks so much better. But again, I need to figure out just a better storage solution. It's just hard because this house has no storage. And we've done our best to make as much storage as we possibly can. But it's definitely proven difficult. You see Hank's tail right there. These cats were so excited that I was doing something in the pantry because they were all about the mess and getting in there. You'll see them jumping up and down on the racks. They were driving me nuts, but, you know, at least the food is all sealed so that it's not like they can get fur in it. But, yeah. I had bought some of this protein powder from a company that was going out of business, and I have like 3 bags of it, and so I was trying to stick it up there and flatten it so I can work through that too. I have so much I need to work through, and I need to stop buying it so I can use it up. So that's my goal, is to kind of work through that kind of stuff. I'm putting the saran wrap and wax paper and foil and plastic bags. I do have reusable Ziploc bags and sandwich bags and things. I have fabric ones and plastic ones. I like the fabric ones a lot for my son's snacks when I pick him up from school, because they have cute prints and stuff on them. And they're a lot more fun for him. But I do keep plastic ones too, because sometimes you just need plastic ones. So I do keep those on hand. I don't have to buy them very often, but I do keep some on hand, which is nice. But this is me just trying to figure out what to do with everything. It has been such a mess. I was going to try and play some music for you guys over the top of it, but when I added music to a video last week, I got copyright striked almost immediately. The video wasn't even public. I had just uploaded it and they copyright striked me. And I'm like, but the music was in iMovie. So I thought it was acceptable to use, but apparently they disagreed, even though iMovie's supposed to have the stuff. I don't know. So I ended up taking that off and doing a voiceover on that one. So that is why I'm doing a voiceover on this one until I can figure out a better solution for music that I'm not going to get a copyright strike on every single time. I can't really do the music for you, so I apologize for that, but I will keep getting better, I promise. That's me testing it to make sure that they actually can rotate around. Those are, again, some snacks from my son. Things that I don't normally buy, but I bought on a whim because his school gives it to him, and that way, oh, there's June checking it out. That way we have some things in case, I need to grab something quick and run out the door. I have different options for him. So he's not used to having his own little snack area that he can access yet, other than fruit. Fruit is something that he has no qualms grabbing, getting into, bringing to me to peel or cut open for him, whatever. So I'm glad that he does that. So he's been on a pear kick and bananas lately, but he also likes strawberries and blueberries, and so we do a lot of fruit for him, which is good. So last night I think I did just some chicken noodle soup for him because he didn't seem like he was feeling great. So I just heated up some soup, and he ate mostly the noodles, got offended about the celery, and then he had some crackers with it, and then he got into my Profile protein bars, and he had most of a lemon protein bar because he likes those a lot. I actually buy them specifically for him. I like them a lot too, don't get me wrong. Those are actually one of my top 3 favorites, but I've been buying them just, when you have a kid and you want to make sure they get some protein, if they are willing to eat that, then you just let them eat it. It is what it is. I will pay $20 for a box of protein bars for my kid to eat some protein. So that's how I look at it. But I'm just trying to get everything put back in and reorganized. I'm trying out the Lazy Susans, what I want on them. Like I said, the spice rack has just taken over, so I ended up doing one to help try and get rid of some of the bigger spices that are laying on top all the time. I was trying to do like a baking basket and, like I said, sides and stuff. I did the best I could, of course, given the space that we have, but it was fun, and it was, trying to discuss it with my husband, trying to figure out the best method. Will you get off of my blinds, Junebug? Sorry, guys. June, girl. That is not okay. She wanted to be a part of the video or the voiceover, so she's making her appearance known to everybody. They didn't used to lay on my desk, and then she started laying on my desk a few months ago, and I don't care, but the blinds drive me nuts. So this is mostly the after. That is the after. That was before I took the dog food out. But the other one, you can see I took the dog food out and put some baskets down on the floor. I don't like having baskets on the floor, but for now it'll work. Everything is sealed, so I'm not really worried about it. And we did move some of the sealed stuff or the back stock items to the garage. I need to go through out there too and reorganize that. I do a fairly good job at keeping it organized out there. Just when my husband participates, it gets a little messy. So I need to go double check that and make sure it's nice and organized. But again, this is just another angle of me getting it all put back together. Has it been hot where you guys live? Because it has been well over 100 degrees here almost every day for 2 months. It has just been so hot. I let my son try a slip and slide over the weekend, and he loved it. He had so much fun. He doesn't understand really how to do it, but you know, he still, you know, had a good time. I was kind of like flinging him down. I'd have him lay down. I kind of flung him down the slip and slide under the water spray and stuff. So he had a lot of fun. But so those brown paper bags I had to buy for his school. Sorry, cat's jumping in boxes over here. They wanted me to pack a picnic lunch for him at his last school. And so I bought that brown paper bag. But now every time Hunter sees it, he thinks that it's like an extra special thing, which it was. I mean, a sack lunch was special for him. And so then he'll want me to put like everything in it. And so I have to keep reminding him that he doesn't need to have his lunch in brown paper bags. I typically will reuse them if he's doing something like that, like he's on a kick where he wants everything in a bag, then I just reuse the same bag. He doesn't know. He doesn't care. He just wants the bag. So that was me sorting through the baskets, trying to figure out what to put where. It's going to be a work in progress, unfortunately, until we figure out something. But I was trying to combine things. Like we had 2 open containers of Lipton soup mix. Why did we need 2? I don't know. But, yeah, I was trying to, like, combine things and take things out. I had quite a bit of trash there. So I was, like, trash in terms of, like, once I merged all the things together. So, yeah. That Hershey syrup, we don't ever have Hershey syrup, but his doctor told me to buy that to mix in with the steroid to get him to take a steroid. Nope. He could taste it, wouldn't touch it. So I told my husband that I guess he's going to be drinking a lot of chocolate milk because I don't use that for anything else. Like my parents didn't buy that growing up, so I don't ever use it. So guess my husband's drinking chocolate milk. I don't know. So yeah, this is me just getting the last bit of everything in the pantry. Trying to kind of reorganize as I go, making everything fit in there as best as possible. Well, I finished my work training today, so that's been good. I do have another meeting in a couple of hours, so I'll probably do lunch soon. I am doing a vlog right now, too, so you guys will see that probably, like, Sunday. I'm going to try and upload, I think, this one on Friday, but I needed to get it edited so I could get it uploaded in the queue, so I could get the movies off of my phone, so I have memory. But I need to go upgrade my phone and get more memory, because this has been a difficult experience trying to figure out the best use of memory and stuff to make everything work for you guys and for me to make it easier. So this is me, like I said, just putting the last bit of everything in. But let me tell you, I opened my pantry. I am so happy. It looks so much better. I can see everything. I'm able to use up things that I've had in there for a while that aren't things that we eat on a date, like that stuffing. I love stuffing, but I typically only have stuffing for Christmas or Thanksgiving. So I'm like, it's July, like we need to use up the stuffing. So I used up some stuffing and turkey gravy the other day, and I made a chicken casserole with it, and got it out of the fridge. So that was done. You know, I got the chicken out of the fridge, I got the stuffing out of the pantry, and the gravy out of the pantry, and it worked out great. I need to get a container for that powdered sugar. I am afraid that powdered sugar is going to go everywhere. Like, is it just me? I'm just like, I'm going to drop this, and it's going to be a thing. But for right now, I will just put it here, because I need something that's kind of like the brown sugar one I have. It's got to be wide enough in the jar opening for me to get a scoop in there. So I need to do that, but I haven't done that yet. I need to go to, I don't need to go to Target, but I need to go to Target. You know what I mean? It's a thing. Excuse me. We've got so much Jell-O in here. I didn't realize that we had so much Jell-O in there, because it had gotten stuck into a couple different places in there. So I was trying to go through, pull all the Jell-O together so it's in one spot, so I can actually start using it. We do make Jell-O every day because it's something I am allowed to have on my program, and it's nice to have something sweet in the evening. So I try and make Jell-O every couple of days so that I have it if I want it. My husband has also decided he likes to have it, so he makes some for himself as well. But we have so many in there, so I'm trying to get them all. My husband loves gravy, so those are his gravy packets. For when he decides that he needs an extra gravy on something. Those are some dried beans I found. I need to actually put them in the containers. I think I have a red bean container up there, but I hadn't put that in there yet, so I need to do that. But at least for now, it's up there at the top. I know where it's at. I end up pulling certain things out. Like, we had tortilla chips in there. We never eat, well, I say we never. We don't eat tortilla chips very often. I had bought them for something. We ended up not getting the thing that we had bought them for. Like, I had ordered a dip or something, and then the dip got canceled. Then I had these chips. So I pulled those out and actually put them on our buffet so that way they're visible and my husband or son will eat them, so we can get those out of the pantry as well. I bought those Harvest Snaps right there that you see, and then someone told me they taste like garbage. So we haven't opened them yet. I was hoping my son would eat them. Now I don't think that he will, but hopefully he will. I don't know. We need to open them and try them. And if they're not any good, then we either need to pass them on to someone who will eat them, that doesn't mind that they're opened, like a friend, or just get rid of them, to be honest. So raisins are a new one that I bought for my son to see if he would eat them. I think his school gives them to him. I'm not sure if he eats them for them. But he likes grapes, so I thought maybe, but I think he looked at them and poked at them the other day, and I don't think maybe he did eat one. I'm not sure. I don't recall seeing one actually slip past his lips to taste test it. Okay. He's pretty easygoing, so he's pretty good about at least taste testing something. I mean, not always. He's 2. We do the best that we can do over here. That's all we can do.
Out. Go on. Go on. Go on. Hey.
I was trying to get my husband to come over and look so we could, talk about things. Do your kids eat saltine crackers? My son thinks they are the best thing in the world. And so he likes those, and he likes Ritz crackers a lot. And, last night I offered him one of each. I was like, which ones do you want for dinner? And he picked the saltine crackers. But, he loves them. He thinks they're so fun. I don't get it. But, I bought them, I think, when I was sick or after I had my gallbladder surgery or something. So I'm glad that he's eating them, so at least they're not just hanging out forever. But yeah. There's a lot of ingredients in my pantry that aren't things that we use on a regular basis, like coconut sugar.
Well, I got one bucket.
And I'm like, it's so expensive when we buy it, and I just wish I would use it up so I don't have to worry about it anymore. But that one time you need coconut sugar, you don't have it. It's a thing. I don't know. But this is what it looked like before I took the bottom stuff out. But there's my son's stuff. There's like dressings and sauces, spices, breakfast and baking stuff, my profile stuff, and dry goods. These are the corner shots so you can see the little Lazy Susans with pizza sauce and spices and gravy packets and, you know, snacks for my son. I really do like the Lazy Susans in the corner. If I could just get a grip on my baskets, that would be amazing. Up there I have like baking stuff in that Lazy Susan, cornstarch and baking soda and stuff. But that's it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you do, go ahead and like and subscribe down below. I promise I will continue to be better and keep working hard at improving the quality of my content. I know it's not always the best, but I am working on it. So I hope you have a great day. Bye.